Ramona here, and today I want to talk a little bit about hope and fear, and how you can get out of one situation or emotion into another. And I'll probably be using me as an example because who knows me better than me? Alright, so behind me are a list of words. They're in groups, and the higher on this, I guess you could call ladder of words, the higher they are up on here, the more they vibrate within us in a positive way, and the lower they are on here, the more they resonate with us and vibrate with us on a negative way. And so hope is right here. Fear is right here. For example, I had a fear of videos, just creating videos. And over time, I overcame that fear, but it didn't happen overnight. Actually, before I understood this process, it was going on for years. But for the last couple of months, in understanding this whole process, it didn't take very long. And so it started with the fear of, I guess, rejection, or, any of those words that fit along with that people have fear of. And so for me, personally, that's what it was. And so anything that I tried to do from the point of view of fear created all of these other emotions. I would blame the way I looked. I would become angry at the way I sound, or I was being a little more controlling over the situation, only making it worse. And all of these words sort of fit in there. Then, after I started to understand how I could overcome this fear, the fear sort of played around with disappointment. I would try something and I would be disappointed in its results. Then I would try something else and worry, about, any of these other feelings. And then I noticed something. The disappointment triggered something in me to want to keep going. And hope was it. Hope was that little feeling that I started to feel. But it wasn't strong enough. It was pulling me up, but it wasn't strong enough. So fear still had a hold on me. Then I would try something else and I would become irritated in the fact that I didn't see results, but I still wasn't producing any videos. I would try something else and I would be frustrated. And then I started noticing I wasn't necessarily disappointed anymore, and I wasn't worried. I didn't really have a lot of doubt on whether or not I could do it. I was just irritated and frustrated at the fact that I wasn't, or if I did do something to try to set up my videos, other things would become distractions and it wouldn't happen. And then I shot a video explaining how to redefine fear, how I did it for me. And then hope showed up, full force. I mean, when hope shows up, a lot of these other words, a lot of these other feelings really can't be in the same place. You'll find them missing. Even if you try to fill them, they're not as strong. So hope carries with it optimism. And after I created that video, there was a sense of happiness that was there too. I noticed that contentment showed up. Yes, I did go back to frustration and irritation, but the fear was gone. It wasn't completely gone, but it was not important anymore. It was just like, what the heck? Depression wasn't there anymore. I wasn't feeling worthless and all of the other words that are down here. So the more I tried, the less these feelings and emotions had control over me, and the more of the others started showing up. Then I started gaining clarity, and hearing the word empowerment enough, researching, looking into, what is empowerment. And I found that, a lot of my characteristics were up there, but I questioned, why was I hanging around down here? Why would we do that to ourselves? And so the slowly as I moved up this this ladder of words and feelings, the less these started to have an effect on me. And so intuitive knowing showed up. You know, there was all of a sudden there was an understanding. I became really enthusiastic about what I was doing, and I wanted to really search for my purpose. And when you let go of these, your purpose will come up, clarity will come, that sense of freedom will start to show up. People, God will send people around you that hold these. They live by these. And so these, if there are a lot of people in your life that hold on to this, they will slowly start to disappear. Sometimes you don't have to purposely cut them off. They just won't be around. The people and situations and circumstances that carry this high vibration of emotion will start to show up. And believe me, when it does in such a powerful way. When something like this does come up, you can step back and you'll understand how to remove yourself from it. You don't have to just run away from people, you know, full force, but within yourself, you can have, you can think of them in a way where you don't hold them in this area. You would have to be the one to do that. Maybe they are angry, but you don't have to be angry with them. You don't have to be angry for them. You don't have to be angry about them. And so my passion showed up. I realized, you know, my story is a story just like everybody else has a story, but it may help someone else. Trust. I started trusting in myself. Gratitude is what holds you here. Gratitude holds you. You're not going to be grateful for being angry, but you will be grateful for clarity, freedom, empowerment, love, joy, and passion, and trusting yourself and trusting God. I know my Creator did this for all of us. You know, whatever your belief system is, love is the foundation of it. But love gets smothered with all of these other words, and so, well, all these other emotions. And so that self-love is really what I'm stressing here. You can have love for family members, love for a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend, love for God, love for your pastor, and, you know, people in your life and things like that. But if you don't have love for yourself, this will fluctuate so much until you won't see much improvement in certain situations. But love for self will come when you put these guys right here in their place. They really don't belong anywhere in your life. If you start to feel angry about someone, think about them in a hopeful way. Be optimistic about how they may be feeling. Why are they angry? I mean, you don't have to stand there and analyze the whole thing, but do things that will trigger you to know that you're floating around down here and you need to bring yourself back up here. So maybe if someone is angry at, you know, someone may have said something about them, or a situation may have occurred where, you know, there's fear led to anger. And so you, because you love yourself and you may remember a time when you were feeling that same way, you can give them hope by saying something. Say something that shows gratitude. And like I said, these words cannot live side by side with these. These are more powerful words that put these feelings and emotions in control. So I have a chart that's on my blog, and I'm going to post this video with it, and so that you can see it. It looks a lot better than this, but really I would focus on those positive words, those positive feelings, and recognize that as soon as anything negative starts to appear in the way you feel with the thought, you have the power to transform that, change it, and do whatever you need to do to get it back up. Don't stay down there too long. You know, a few seconds could bring the outcome of, you know, hours and hours, or days and days, or months and months of grief. So with that being said, I thank you for watching. I almost said hope. I was going to say I hope this helps you, but hope is here. And if I say hope, then other people may have doubt, and doubt will lead to any of these other things. So I apologize for that, but I recognized it. So what I'm going to say is I love the fact that I found myself and had the courage enough to do this. And it brings you joy, brings you passion. You start to trust yourself. You start to trust God. If you haven't been, you show gratitude. Gratitude is what holds you up here. If you show gratitude throughout the day, it will hold you here. Be enthusiasm. Have clarity. Gain freedom. Be empowered. And that knowing, intuitive knowing, the understanding of it all, brings joy into your life. So for now, I hope, well, see, I almost did it again. I know that this will be a wonderful experience for you in your journey, and I want you to create a day of abundance, and be great in all that you can do and be. Thank you for now. This is Ramona. I will see you in the next video.